I'm not very self-conscious, but I couldn't help wondering what the Parisians thought when they saw a giant blue line of Americans creeping up the Eiffel Tower.
You gotta walk if you want to.
Versailles was one of the highlights of our Paris trip, though. It is absolutely worth seeing. It has so much history behind it, and it is so beautiful.
Outside, we ran in the grass. It was a lot of fun. We saw the fountains and all the gold. We saw paintings on the walls, on the ceilings that you could just stare at for hours.
It is so ornate that it just overwhelms you. Everything kind of blends into one mass of gold and painting.
One of the things we had to get used to in Europe was the need for flexibility. We performed in an amazing variety of circumstances, but probably our most unusual concert was this one in Paris, when we set up the whole show on the altar of a neighborhood Catholic church.
Monday morning, we were up bright and early and en route to Hanau, Germany, where we played 2 assembly programs for the American high school on the Army base here. This was also our first overnight in private homes, in this case, American military families.
Our choir and our band. Thank you.
After a whirlwind morning and a super enthusiastic reception at Hanau High School, we hit the road again for Marburg, about an hour to the north, where we played that evening for German students of the Gymnasium Philippinum and stayed in German homes.
Hello. Fotografieren Sie lieber die Amerikaner. Ah. Aber wenn Sie wollen, gehe ich auch da noch mal hin. Okay.
It was really impressive to find out how many different languages the German families could speak. The girl that I was staying with spoke. She was 15 years old, and she could speak fluent English, Greek, Latin, French. I felt really bad about that.
When I first met my host family, I assumed they'd speak English, but I was surprised. The daughter has just begun English in school, and she knew some English, but not enough to get by in conversation. But surprisingly enough, it wasn't really a problem communicating with them. German and English are close as it is, and you could trade off words.
Auf der einen Seite, als wir erfuhren, dass wir eine solche Veranstaltung hier durchführen könnten, haben wir sofort zugestimmt, aus zwei verschiedenen Gründen. Zum einen, weil wir auf diese Weise die Gelegenheit haben, die partnerschaftlichen Verhältnisse, unsere freundschaftlichen Verhältnisse zur Partnerschule der Hall High School aus West Hartford in Connecticut.
Our concert in Marburg was probably the most memorable of our tour and evoked wildly enthusiastic response. We were gifted with flags and food and left for Switzerland the next day feeling exhausted and exhilarated.
Standard procedure on a long day's drive called for strictly enforced quiet hours during at least part of the trip. Guess why?
We made our way south through Germany and crossed the Swiss border near Basel. Our concert that evening was in a beautiful little opera house owned by the villages of Morken and Wildig. As you can see, even the sometimes stoical Swiss got very involved in the music.